Charles Richardson Show is uncensored and is for adults only. Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
You've reached the age where you've learned a thing or two. If something wears down, you find a way to get it working again. After all, your generation invented rock and roll and went to the moon. You're a 55-year-old badass. So why should you let erectile dysfunction get you down?
Wait, what? Are you talking about me?
Yeah, you.
Well, I do not suffer from erectile dysfunction.
Sure you do.
No, I assure you I do not.
Do too. In fact, you're living in what doctors often call a no-bone zone.
No, I'm not.
Sure you are. Your neighbors call you Noodle Man.
Why would they call me?
Anyway, talk to your doctor if you're taking nitrates for chest pain and to see if your heart is healthy enough for sexual activity. Side effects.
Hey, listen to me. I do not have ED.
Read your wife's blog.
What?
Yeah. Just Google The Adventures of Softy McGee.
This can't be happening. Shit, I'm going to be late for work.
After all, you're the guy everyone has always looked up to as a leader. So why should you let a little thing like erectile dysfunction stop you from being you?
Damn it, I'm giving a presentation to investors right now.
Hey, 20 million guys have ED. I mean, not as bad as you do. Sex for you must be like trying to squish a marshmallow into a coin slot. So I wouldn't worry about it so much, Softy McGee.
Don't call me that.
Oh, sorry. I'll call you something better, like Noodle Man. Yeah, that's catchy. Noodle Man, the Noodle Man does as much as a noodle can.
Shut up, shut up, shut up! So we're actually exceeding expectations this quarter.
Call a doctor if you experience an erection lasting 4 hours or longer. Oh, wait, forget it. This is Softy McGee we're talking about.
All right, enough! When does this commercial end? Could you just tell me about the Viagra or whatever the product is?
First, admit you have a problem.
All right, I have a problem.
What kind of problem?
I have an erectile dysfunction problem. All right, damn it. What do you want me to do? Do you want me to find out if my doctor thinks Viagra is right for me?
I don't know. This isn't a commercial. This is God. It's a super slow day in heaven. Just thought I would take some time to mess with you today about your boner problems.
Why, God? Why? Is it because I laughed at that old lady when she fell over? It was very funny.
Barely ads, the stupid fake commercials. Oh.
Her bloomers went over her head and you were there, you saw. Forget it. Well, like we like to say here at Best Industries, invest.
We have a flat tire.
How do I tie a bow tie again?
What's the fastest way to Hartford Hospital?
Tell my wife I'm going to be 30 minutes late.
Tell my husband I'm not surprised.
Tell my wife if she has a problem with my work schedule, she's more than welcome to get a job of her own.
Tell my husband that I do just as much work as he does.
Tell my wife that if watching Ellen is a job, she should get a promotion.
Message from your husband. I appreciate you.
Bullshit. What did he actually say?
Please don't drag me into this.
Siri, call my husband.
Siri, ignore the call from my bitch wife.
Tell my husband that he said he'd respect my choice to stay at home with our child.
Tell my wife I would, but she can't even get around to washing his overalls.
Did you want me to search for flower shops nearby?
Tell my husband that at least when I sit on the washing machine, I come.
Send my wife this picture and ask her if the washing machine is
the only thing you've been sitting on lately. Oh dear.
Ask my husband what he means by that.
Tell my wife I think she knows.
Hey, look. I googled anger management techniques.
Tell my husband to think very carefully before he says whatever he's about to say.
Ask my wife if she's fucking Jim McPherson.
Tell my husband how dare he.
Tell my wife that's not an answer.
Is this my fault?
Tell my husband that I will not answer that.
Ask my wife if she's fucking Jim McPherson.
Searching for a place to hide.
Tell my husband he wishes it was just Jim McPherson.
I don't want to.
Tell him.
Please don't make me.
Do it.
Send my wife directions to hell.
Say goodbye to the most amazing iPhone yet.
This is a public service announcement for Trojan Condoms. Will this commercial last longer than your partner? Does the sizzle end once you leave the restaurant? Are you looking for more roar and less bore in the bedroom? Well, Trojan Condoms is proud to introduce the newest member to our loving family of products. It's called the Time Machine. The Time Machine is our new space-age engineered condom from Trojan. With our special blend of ribbing, lotion, and oils, it will extend your lovemaking into infinity. Don't take it from me. Listen to one of our testimonials.
We're busy!
Or how about this one? We're ready for your testimonial.
We're coming! We're coming! We're coming!
Ha ha ha. Priceless. Get to your local drugstore today before you waste another moment, because once you start using the Time Machine by Trojan, time will stop.
Your dick blows wide on my pussy tonight, not a condom to be seen. A kingdom of penetration, and it looks like I'm the queen. I'm moaning, howling, and I cannot close my thighs. I couldn't keep them together, heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in, don't let them see. Be the virgin you've always had to be. Conceal, don't squeal, don't let them know. Well, now they know. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. Can't hold it back anymore. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. I'm a dirty little whore. I don't care what they're going to say. Take your condom off. Your sperm never bothered me anyway. It's funny how the distance makes your dick look so small. And the sperm that one shot through me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do. I'll suck you, blow you till you spew. No bra, no thong, no clothes for me. I'm free. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. Can't hold it back anymore. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. I'm a dirty little whore. I don't care what they're going to say. Take your condom off. Fuck my pussy on the bed and on the ground. Your dick is spiraling in little circles around my mouth. A cum shot hits me like a warm and dewy blast. I'm never going back, so stick it in my ass. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. Can't hold it back anymore. I'm a hoe, I'm a hoe. I'm a dirty little whore. I don't care what they're going to say. Take your condom off. Your sperm never bothered me anyway.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It was kind of low, wasn't it? Happy Friday, everybody. It's July 22nd, 2022. And what's going on? Eric is off today. Karen was supposed to be on, but I don't know. I'm about ready to just go ahead and play a replay. I'll be honest with you. I hurt my back here just a moment ago. Actually, yesterday, and I kind of re-injured it. So it's just not the best night right now tonight. I mean, I wish I could say something different, but it's just not the best. I'll try to see how far I can go, and we'll go from there. 813-699-5353 if you want to join the show. Went ahead and messaged Karen the link at an hour ago. She's active on her Facebook Messenger, but didn't bother to read mine or communicate. So I have no idea. I don't know. So I'm solo tonight until my wife comes in, probably 15 minutes before the show ends. And then by that point in time, I'm probably just going to pull the plug anyway. But anyway, listen, guys. Hopefully you guys have a great Friday. What are you going to do? So, you want to talk wrestling, we can do that. I mean, there's some huge news happening in wrestling. I mean, let's put it this way. Vince McMahon gone. Yeah. Those of you that didn't hear that, Vince McMahon gone from WWE. I'll go ahead and rant on it for a little bit and see how bad my numbers plunge. I already talked about how Facebook is just screwing people over right now. Well, yeah, it's kind of screwing me over too. But so in the WWE, WrestleMania, or excuse me, SummerSlam, that's like coming up next week, next Sunday or Saturday, whatever. Vince McMahon goes ahead and retires. Yeah, he just goes ahead and sends out a tweet, not even a tweet. He just sent a message out saying, "Hey, bozos, I'm retiring. Yeah, you heard about this scandal going on? I'm just going to go ahead and tuck my tail and run." I'm already pissed off this camera too. Whatever. So Vince just goes ahead and just right there on Twitter, "Yeah, it's 77 years old. I'm retiring. It's time to retire." No, it's not time to retire. It's time to get out because the investigations are going on. Come on, show of hands. How many people think Vince McMahon's going to retire if these sexual investigations were not going on? Huh? How many people? Nobody. Bullshit. Yeah, nobody. It's complete bullshit. We know why you're retiring. We get it. Listen, you want to save WWE embarrassment because you know you did it. Listen, you're a grown man. You were sexually charged up. In your 50s and 60s. Your wife wasn't giving it to you. She's out there being a political hotshot, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, you know what I should do? I should bang Tori Wilson. I should go ahead and bang Trish Stratus. Who else can I go ahead and bang? I mean, come on, let's bang all these female divas, these wrestlers. They think they're wrestlers, they're divas. Well, no, you're basically holding them back until finally they say, screw you, Vince. We got a voice. We can go ahead and go to these other wrestling promotions who are also kind of big in the world, and they can, they can succeed. They can, women can do real wrestling. Come on now. So Vince has all these allegations going on, and he's I'm an old man now, 77 years old. I think I should retire. No, you're retiring because of these sexual allegations. You're retiring because they're investigating you. And there's going to be a big, dirty bunch of secrets that are going to come out and say, yeah, that's what's happening. Good evening, Sabrina. How you doing? Yeah, that's the reason why you're retiring. It's not because you're old. No, you even said it on Pat McAfee's show just last year. Not even. No. Let me rewind that. Just recently in WrestleMania, in April. You went Pat McAfee show. I love doing what I'll do. I'll do it as long as I can. Apparently, as long as you can, as long as there's no rifts in the water. Now, let's go ahead and be honest here, folks. He's still got command and control of WWE stock. He's the lead stockholder. I mean, this thing will not sell unless he signs off on it. So if they're going to try to sell the company, it's going to have to go through him first. Trust me. It's publicly traded. And if somebody's going to go ahead and release or trade off power Vince is going to have the final say so. So if like Stephanie McMahon and Nick Khan, which by the way, both of them are co-CEOs. So if they go ahead and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and sell WWE to Ted Turner or whoever the hell wants to go ahead and do that. And so WWE was like, okay, we'll sell the company, but hold on a second. Wait. McMahon has to approve this. And you know damn well he ain't going to approve shit. He wants to keep this in the family. Trust me. So when he was to pass away, he would have kept this in the McMahon family. By one way or the other. It was going to be either Stephanie, more likely Stephanie, or Shane. It was definitely going to be one of those two. Sabrina says he should have kept his pickle in his pocket. Yes. Actually, his pickle in his pants. Zipper up. Shouldn't have done nothing else. You should have just kept it in there, man. Just kept that wrinkly old thing. Just nobody needed to see that stuff anyway. You want to get your jollies off, go send some dick pics to some prostitute online. Listen, probably a much safer way instead of going ahead and banging some WWE whore in the locker room in one of the stadiums. So yeah, Sabrina, you got it right. He should have just listen. Just keep everything in the pants. Stop it. Just stop. Well, anyway, hey, listen, if you can, go ahead and share the show, like the show, or YouTube. Definitely. I'm like this close to going on Twitch again. I used to be on Twitch. I kind of went away from Twitch because I wasn't really crazy about Twitch to begin with, but I'm about ready to go on Twitch because Facebook is kind of screwing me over a little bit. Numbers are just down the toilet. Sorry, guys, about the camera. I'm trying to get this thing, under control. I'm trying to keep it in the pants, folks. Trying to keep it in the pants. There we go. I think we got a little bit better. There we go. It's all crooked. So, those of you listening to me on the radio stations that were broadcast on, you can't see the camera. And thank God you can. You might throw up. I hadn't shaved. I look like hell. Going out to Publix today to go ahead and pick up some stuff. I'm over here it's pouring down rain, and I got a real bad problem. I go ahead and I wear sandals with socks. No, not the sandals that go with the little thing between your toes. No, I don't do that. It's the open-toed. So, yeah. But it's kind of weird. Anyway, want to give us a call, 813-699-5353. Phone lines are open. I'm solo right now until my wife comes in. And then we'll talk Big Brother. There was not a show yesterday. I lied to you guys on Wednesday. Normally, Big Brother has a show Wednesdays and Thursdays. Wednesdays, they do the veto competition after they put two people up on the block. And then Thursday, they have a live eviction, after they do, some storylines and everything like that. So they go ahead and evict people live on Thursday. It didn't happen this time. It's going to happen on Sunday. Sunday? Really? Why? Why Sunday? What happened? Oh, that's because they had a stupid January 6th convention live. Oh, let's go ahead and broadcast that. It's almost as entertaining as Big Brother. No, far less entertaining. They had a convention. They had that January 6th. How long are they going to ride this out? Honestly, how much longer are they going to really ride this? Shouldn't they come to a decision by now? Shouldn't they come to some type, if they're going to prosecute somebody, or if they're going to go ahead and lay the hammer down on somebody, I think it should have been done by now. Why are you dragging this shit out? It's been 2 years, 2.5 years. You're dragging this shit out. Come on now. I think it's been 2 years, right? I mean, I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, it wouldn't be the first time. Trust me, my wife would tell you. January 6th hearings. Yeah. January 6th hearings. Oh, my apologies. It was 1.5 years ago. Sorry. Oh, sorry. January 6th, 2021. But still, it's like we're talking 18 months. Come on, man. Get it together. This is almost as bad as the Uvalde thing. Whatever that town is in Texas that had that mass shooting where the police were too scared to do their job. Which, by the way, they all need to be fired. But if you, this thing all culminates to apparently a plan from Donald Trump to go ahead and overturn the election. What was that going to do? Oh, we have people storming the Capitol. Let's overthrow the election. Let's give it back to Donald Trump. Come on now. We have Trump supporters storming the Capitol. I think we should just give Donald Trump the presidency. Let's just do that. I mean, and they're going on about it. 18 months later, they still have committee hearings about it. They have a whole committee on it. But all they do is sit around, jerk off, and talk about January 6th. Why? Why would they do that? I don't even know what they're really doing. I really don't know. Monetary damages exceed $2.7 million. Please. We've had severe thunderstorms cost more than that. Make that that much damage. Come on now. To go back to what I was saying, that was what was airing on CBS and other stations instead of Big Brother. Trust me, I don't want to sit around watching a bunch of old farts who make more in 1 hour than I make in a year and talk about January 6th like it just happened yesterday. But no, they have to air this shit. They have to air this garbage like it's some primetime thing. And I really hope to God when the ratings come out, they find this to be the biggest fucking flame of hot garbage ratings disaster, so they never do it again. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing about the election. I'm tired of hearing about January 6th. I'm even tired of hearing about Donald fucking Trump. I'm tired of hearing about Joe Biden, who, by the way, got COVID. They make a big deal of that. I mean, people are still getting COVID. Don't matter. Okay, Joe Biden gets COVID. Wear a mask, isolate, keep running the country. You don't do anything anyway. So I don't even understand why we're even worried. I'm feeling fine, everybody. Okay. Nobody cares. Really. Who the fuck cares about Joe Biden and how his health is? Nobody. It's about as many people that care about Joe Biden's health as they people that care about my health. Or Sabrina's health, for that matter. Sabrina, how you feeling? She's apparently the only one alive watching my show. She goes, and so I'm so tired about hearing about that, about the January 6th hearings, where the court cases for all the buildings were burned down. Where's the accountability for the businesses that were robbed and destroyed in a fit of rage across countless cities about peaceful protests? And we're not even talking about January 6th. We're talking about any riot or protest. Any riot or protest, it wasn't a peaceful protest. It wasn't. No. Are you fucking kidding me? Peaceful protest? That's an oxymoron. Any protest is going to be horrible. And if it's not horrible, it's probably something that really doesn't matter. It really doesn't. When you go ahead and if there is a hot ticket item, honest to God, if there is a hot ticket topic that people want to protest about, you goddamn better believe they're going to go ahead and riot. They're going to riot. They're going to loot. They're going to shoot their guns off. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get robbed. People are going to get, there's business going to be destroyed. Yeah. Sabrina says, getting better. Thank you for asking. Yeah, of course. Hey, listen, that's what we do. That's what we do here on the Charles Richardson Solo Show, where nobody gets back to Charles about, being co-hosts. And apparently, there we go. Finally got Karen to react there 24 minutes after the show. At least she's typing. She finally read everything. But anyway. Probably going to tell me it's like she can't come on. It would have been nice to know. I would have canceled the show. Honestly, if that's the case, I'm just going to go ahead and play a replay. Part of a replay, obviously, since we're already like 25 minutes into the show. There we go. Because I was having a great day, but the time I finished, I was horribly sick to my stomach migraine. Sorry, so late, but I crashed for a bit. Okay, well, kind of had a feeling. All right, well, anyway, I think that's going to about wrap things up here. Let me just go ahead and go into some other things here. But If I can hold off until Alyssa gets in, I will. But honestly, I doubt it. So nothing really happened in Big Brother. Let me rephrase that. The Power Veto was won by Michael, which was the second time in 2 weeks that he's won the Power Veto. So he's already now got a target on his back because he can win competitions. He's kind of fitting in and kind of blending in with people that want to keep him up. So he's not like, hey, I got power, I'm going to flaunt it. No, it's like, whatever you want me to do, cool. Whatever you want me to do, you want me to use it, you don't want me to use it. So he's like, he is a very powerful pit bull on a leash right now. Now, where that leash comes off, I don't know. I don't know when it comes off, but that's, he's already proven that he can win competitions and so on and so forth. So watch out. Sunday, we'll find out who goes ahead and goes home because, well, shit. Because the January 6th meetings happened on Thursday. What the fuck? Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the January 6th meetings. I care more about Big Brother than I do January 6th. That's honest to God. Let's see here. Let me bring up my page real quickly because I got some videos here. Let's see. Shows, topics, conversations. Yeah, there's some videos here that I kind of... Now, this happened actually, I believe it was either Saturday or Sunday. You're not going to believe... Honestly, and if you've seen this, bravo to you, honestly. If you've seen this, then bravo to you. Let me go ahead and share it. So imagine being in Hawaii, because this is where this is. Paradise on Earth, right? Paradise. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at this.
It's flooding everywhere.
No, it's going to replay. Watch this shit. This is a 2-story townhome. Is that it? Oh, it's going to Watch this. Okay. I have just changed my mind about getting beachfront property. I've changed my mind about it. You're talking about a wave that eclipsed over 20 feet. Over 20 feet! Hey, watch it again. Here it comes. Do you believe that? Do you believe that? That's in Hawaii, by the way. So if you go to Hawaii, just surf's up, dude. This is even funnier. This is even funnier. Where there was a wedding. There was a wedding that happened. Check this out. And I mean, imagine if you're Bridezilla. Just imagine if you're Bridezilla. Not the best thing in the world for you to do. Check this out. Congratulations, you've just been married. Look at that. And then the reception. All that. Oh, man. And that was not one wave, that's 2 waves. There's more. I mean, again, beachfront property, having a wedding on the shore, forget it. Ever seen a frozen ocean push up on? I have not. How is that possible? What does that even look like? Is that like a huge iceberg just driving on the beach? Is that it? I have no idea. Honestly, I have no idea. I don't even know what that would look like, to be honest with you. 813-699-5353. That's the number to call if you want to jump in board and just rock. No Eric today, no Karen. Again, Karen was scheduled, but, stuff happens. An Indiana man claims that running on all fours like a dog has made him crazy ripped. So this is another thing. Like, I don't know how real this is. I don't know if this is like the next ice bucket challenge or what have you. I don't know. I honestly don't know if this is what that is. But if it is, somebody needs to go ahead and actually tell me about it. So here's another video. Doing all sorts of videos, man. Doing all sorts of videos. So this is what this guy does. Oh, apparently it's on ABC 7. Like we care.
Imitate anything.
In fact, this has spent the last 322 days doing this. The internet unleashing a ton of running like a dog headlines. But the Carmel, Indiana personal trainer says not so fast.
There's no inspiration coming from any sort of animals. I'm not trying to imitate anything.
In fact, the all fours practice was born about a year ago when Nathaniel's calisthenics practices, jiu-jitsu, and breakdancing started to wear on him.
I was suffering from a lot of pain in my wrists and hands and shoulders and stuff.
So he started doing daily planks and bear crawls, which naturally progressed into this.
So I do about a minimum of like 30 to 45 minutes a day.
How has your body changed since starting the challenge?
Well, I mean, in obvious ways, the kinds of things that I've updated on my page.
Abs and whatever all of these are.
The areas that a lot of people don't see, it's just kind of harder to notice, are the mobility gains that I've had, how much better my body feels.
Nathaniel doing his all fours practice at the gym, even under the Gateway Arch in St. Louis.
Are there areas where you're like, I'm not going to do it here?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, like, I'm not going to do something that's like gross or well, I mean, I have. I found out that like just putting your bare hands on the sidewalk, you're taking some risks there.
Do people ever?
No, I kind of want to go ahead and see if I can pause it and find it. I mean, take a look at how ripped he is. But the thing is, he looks like, it just looks crazy. Like, there, right here. Look at that. I mean, that just looks sick. I'm sorry, it's like you got no chest muscles. Everything's caving in on your side. Now, don't get me wrong. The guy's got like an 8-pack. The guy's got an 8-pack right there, but it's like, listen, I know I got like maybe, almost an 8 cup of boobs here, but, him looking, listen, he looks strong, but man, just right here, just looks kind of sick and just not right. I don't know what it is, but listen, right here, yeah, I get it, man. That's ripped, that's shredded, man. That's shredded. I kind of like what he's doing, but it's like this whole thing is, again, it's a fad. It's a fad, man. Just a fad. Not a fag, fad. That's what I meant to say. Sabrina sent me something. Let me see if I can find. Oh, here it is, Sabrina. It just popped up right there. And this is labeled Creeping Ice Attacks. And, of course, I'm going to get by the Coles commercial that pops up. 813-699-5353 if you want to go ahead and give us a call. I want to thank all the people joining on the Just for Fun Radio Network. We appreciate it. Of course, don't forget, visit Scotty and the Morning Mayhem. You already know this. 7:30 to 10 on Just for Fun. And, of course, on my streaming station as well. All right, here we go. Theater mode, full screen. All right, let me share this one here to see if I can. This is supposedly a frozen ocean attacking on land. Here it is. That just looks like a bunch of ice.
Feels like you're getting attacked. I know, it's pushing forward.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
This is crazy. Look at this.
I see. It is. It's kind of like glaciers. It's yeah. You know what? It's like iced lava. That's what it is. It looks like iced lava. Look at this coming through.
Nikki, look.
It is. Look at it moving. That's crazy.
Nikki, it's really pushing in.
Yeah, it's pushing in, Nikki. Let's fast forward this.
Look at that way over there.
Maybe it'll engulf the house. Oh, yeah, it's over engulfing the house. Look at that. Oh, it's going to break through.
It's piling up.
Where the hell was this, Sabrina? Where the hell was this?
From moving?
I kind of want to know. I mean, I want to move there just for that experience.
Yeah, it's over at that house. Oh, shit.
This is like high tide, except on a glacier.
Their door's in.
What?
Nikki, it just busted through a door over here.
Oh, see,
all the way through, the door's caving. Look at that. It's going right through their fucking house.
Oh, my God.
You need to call somebody.
Yeah. Ghostbusters.
Village isn't open. 911. No, 911.
No, they're not going to help. Nobody's going to help you. I'm sorry. You know what you need to do? Yeah, I saw that. I fast forward through it. Sabrina says it's going through the homes. Like, what the hell? You know, somebody get some shovels. Come on, man. You really going to let that happen to you? How slow moving that was? That is crazy. Where the hell was that? I mean, what part of the country or what part of the world is that happening in? That's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit, everybody. I can't believe how crazy that shit is. Oh, my God. Anyway, hey, we got YouTube a listener there. Welcome to the YouTube channel. Make sure you go ahead and subscribe. Phone number is 813-699-5353. Yeah. Can't believe the ice, man. Ice was invading my home and I didn't do anything with it. Who do I call? The fuck if I know. Do you ever see ice going ahead and causing that type of shit? I mean, come on. That's Arctic high tide. What do you do in the case of ice creeping up on your home? Shudder in fear. Ooh, what are we going to do now? Going through the homes. You do realize if that thing keeps moving, this whole snow, this ice, it just keeps moving because it was moving. It was not moving fast, but it was moving. Like moving on. Not easy. Moving on inside the home. Inside. Breaking through glass, sliding glass doors, windows, even regular doors. Where the hell was this? I don't want to live there. I don't want to live there. I mean, that's crazy. That is crazy. Thank you very much, Sabrina, by the way. Give credit for Sabrina to go ahead and give me something horrible to look at. Oh, God. Horrible. Horrible. Oh, man. We called the Surfer Boy Pizza number on Monday. It wasn't that impressive, though. Here, just to kind of waste time, I'm going to call it again. Just to show you. Obviously, it's just a pre-recording, but we'll play it anyway. Here it is.
Surfer Boy Pizza, this is Argyle speaking. We make everything fresh here at Surfer Boy except for our pineapple, which comes from a can. But I still highly recommend slapping some juicy pineapple on your pie. Oh, fruit on your pizza's gnarly, you say. Well, I say try before you deny. Hello?
Yeah. And that was it. That was it. I mean, it was just a basic recording. I mean, people are like, oh my God, you got to try this. I'm like, okay, whatever. It wasn't that great. I'll be honest with you. But it was something to kind of look into. Sabrina says, I think it was either Maine or Connecticut, but she could be wrong. It's definitely in the Northeast, where I'm from. So that just gives me another reason not to go back. Hoy, yeah. Last week in Clearwater, up down here in Florida, an Uber driver was arrested after police say he kept a rider's lost phone for not tipping him. The police department arrested Andre Zabalaki on a grand theft for more than $750, but not more than $5,000. Grand theft charge. According to the arrest affidavit, the driver had the rider's lost Samsung Galaxy S9 phone and told the rider that he would not give him back until he paid him $200. When the rider paid him the money, he allegedly still refused to return the phone. Police say after the victim called them, the driver dropped the phone off at the hotel and told the victim where to get it. After he was arrested, police told, and he admitted to keeping the phone because he was upset that he did not get a tip after, quote, making more stops than the original ride called for. Yeah, so you want to go ahead and keep a Galaxy S9, which, by the way, isn't that much, and charging $200. Honestly, if I was the person that lost that 9, I'm thinking, dude, keep the fucking phone. You're not going to get him $200 off that thing. You'd be lucky if you get $50. Have a nice day. Bye. Bye. An S9 phone. I'd rather go get a new phone anyway. This is recent. This is 2022. That's not even a 5G phone. You need to get a 5G phone. You want $200 for my phone? Keep the damn phone. I'll take the $200 that I have and I'll go put a down payment on a new phone with a better carrier. But, you know, it's kind of a dick move, and this is the reason why I hate Uber, and I hate any type of public transportation, honestly, because you don't know these people. You don't know these people. You just don't make those kind of, you know, demands. I need to make it at a stop over here. No, you don't. No, the Uber app says, I'm taking you here. This is what Uber's tracking. This is where I'm going. Sabrina, talking about the call that we just made to Surfer Boy Pizza. When we were teenagers, we would call to order pizza, ask for a half hamburger, half ground beef, and see how long it took them to figure it out. I mean, I wonder what they were doing on duty. What type of drugs were they doing? You know, they were probably snorting the ground beef and putting the hamburger meat on the other pizza. That's probably what it was. So anyway, Uber, just listen, when you're driving Uber or Lyft, just take the people where they're supposed to go. Don't go ahead and do this stupid shit, because that's what it is. It was stupid. I mean, looking at the guy, he looked like a moron anyway, honestly. Take a look. It looked like he snorted some ground beef, if you know what I'm talking about. It looks like he had some stuff up his nose before he went ahead and drove off on an Uber. So, anyway, just be careful with Ubers. Be careful with Lyfts. And honestly, the only thing I would trust, and I wouldn't trust them that much, is if you go ahead and get a delivery, then make sure you go ahead and make sure you get everything you were supposed to get on that delivery. Because I've been screwed a couple of times. Not bad, just a couple of times. You know, I just had the tip inserted, not the whole thing. Should we continue? I don't know. Keeping it in Florida, over here in Tampa, Walmart's actually going to start delivering groceries straight into Tampa fridges. Check that. Now, this could be a thing of the future. So deliveries going beyond the front door. Walmart is now going to drop off groceries right into customers' refrigerators in a Tampa area. The company's in-home delivery service is where customers place an order and the employees pick up the items from the store and drop them off in the shopper's home or garage. Traditional front door delivery is also still an option. Walmart said in January it would expand its in-home delivery to 30 million households. The company doubled its footprint Wednesday by adding the services to Tampa, Miami, Orlando, Dallas, Austin, Texas, San Jose, California, and San Francisco. The expansion is set to go ahead and employ 164 jobs in the Tampa Bay region alone. Now, how does it work? Okay, do we just go ahead and let them in? Pretty much. Customers can sync the smart locks in their home or purchase one through Walmart that will generate a one-time password for a Walmart employee to use upon delivery. This is according to the company. An employee will wear a camera attached to their vest during the delivery, and once they're done, customers will get a recording that's available for a week after the delivery was made. The employee will disinfect surfaces they've touched before leaving and lock the door. This is according to Walmart. Now, the service is available every day from 9 to 6, and shoppers can choose whether they want the products dropped off in their fridge, garage, or front door. Now, groceries can be also packed in zippered bags or brown paper bags. Now, according to Whitney Pagan, who's the vice president and GM of Walmart In-Home, said, "We promised at the start of the year to considerably scale In-Home throughout the country, and offering in the Tampa area is a big step forward in where we are headed." The In-Home delivery is the latest step in Walmart has taken a boost to its delivery options in Tampa while it competes with e-commerce giant Amazon. In May, the Arkansas-based retailer announced that it's going to bring drone delivery to the city of Tampa by the end of the year. Now, Walmart drones are able to deliver products in just 30 minutes and will lower a package weighing less than 10 pounds in the front houses using a cable. Now, for the in-home service, Walmart said they'll be using 100% electric vehicles for delivery. Now, that's kind of huge. That is kind of huge there. So, Walmart, listen, I already like the Walmart Plus. I pay a membership for Walmart Plus, $9.95 a month. I got unlimited deliveries, but that's left at the front door. Now, this thing's a little bit more complicated. It said you have to go ahead and get a smart lock that will allow this Walmart employee a one-time access code to enter your home and, put the groceries wherever the hell you want them to. Problem with that is I have dogs. What happens if you have dogs? Attack. Maybe it's not the best idea. This particular thing, though, I can see being helpful to seniors who don't want to go ahead and get out of their wheelchairs or rockers to go ahead and put away the food. Sabrina says, we spend our whole lives hearing, don't get in a car with a stranger. Now we have to pay to do so. Agreed. But I think the whole stranger thing is like, when like 9, 7, 8, 9 years old, something like that. I think by 12 or 13, it's like, hitch a ride. Hello. So as long as you're back by sundown. Wasn't that the old golden rule? Go out and play. Sun's going down. Gotta go home. Bye. And that's it. And that's like time for dinner and bed. But yeah. Yeah, I miss the good old days. I miss the good old days where, we could go ahead and we can go ahead and discipline our kids the way we want to, as long as we don't hurt them or leave, marks or anything like that. But that's not the case anymore. Now, all of a sudden, if there's a little bit of crying, DCF is called and stuff like that. It's just crazy. But that's the way it is nowadays. It's like, no, this is the timeout. This is the timeout generation, where timeout has to work, because if it doesn't work, well, they're just going to run over you and there's nothing you can do about it. Last story before I hit the midway point and then possibly say goodbye to you guys. Trailer with 40,000 pounds of potato chips catches fire. Fried chips, maybe? I don't know. Fried pickles? By the way, I hate fried pickles. Firefighters were called to a blaze in Central Florida Thursday that started in a trailer that was carrying 40,000 pounds of potato chips. We don't know what kind. Now, if it was Ruffles, more power to them. I hate Ruffles. But if it's Lay's with ridges, I'm good with it. I don't want them catching fire. The Ocala Fire Rescue was called to Outlaw Snacks for a report of a vehicle fire around 1:48 p.m. Ocala firefighters said the trailer was not connected to a truck, and they were able to put out the fire. No injuries were reported, but a lot of potato chips were lost. Sad day for potato chip lovers. 40,000 pounds of snack food gone. Up in smoke, if you really want to think about it. Doesn't say what. Outlaw Snacks. Who makes potato chips for Outlaw Snacks? That is our research term of the day. Outlaw Snacks with an X. Outlaw Snacks. What do you make? Oh, they make tortilla chips. Their own brand. Yeah, they make... Now, you know what? I'm not worried about it. So apparently they make honey sriracha and spicy ranch tortilla chips. It's available at Sam's Club, Oh, they have spicy ranch. Ooh. Well, I said spicy ranch and honey sriracha. Sriracha. I'd rather have ranch. Yeah, I could care less. I never heard of these things before. Anybody hear of Outlaw Snacks? I haven't. I really don't care. So, good riddance. 40,000 pounds of Outlaw Snacks gone. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. You go ahead and burn down, a big truck full of Doritos, then I'd start crying. But other than that, no. Not going to do it. Listen, I hope everybody's having a great Friday, honestly. And I'm trying to go ahead and be a little bit positive here because I know a lot of it's just hate. I hate coming on here being a grumpy Gus. I don't like it. I also, I just wish there was a way I could go ahead and do the show solo and not have to worry about a co-host. Not have to worry about, relying on somebody. But I know that the show does suffer when there's not a co-host. It does. And, I'm okay to admit that. I'm okay to admit that. And when I go ahead and build my new studio in the garage, which, that's what we're planning to do, taking that 2-car garage and building it out, going to make it a living area. And then, I'm going to have my, studio/work area as a big part of it. And when I do that, it'll probably be a little bit more condensed, maybe not as big, but it's really I think about it more and more. Do I want to continue the show? I have thought of it because, again, a lot of times, you know how many co-hosts I've been through. It's really sad. Karen was the one that has been the most consistent. Up until the pandemic, and then, it was just sporadic. And, even when she started coming back, on Wednesdays, on Mondays and Fridays, is like, the life happens still. And I just don't know anymore. I don't know. Eric has been consistent and Eric has been there, but he had a family reunion today. So, I can't, I'm not going to go ahead and bitch and moan about that, but, I start thinking, like, where does the show go? Does the show go anywhere? Is there any future for the show? And I wonder. I try not to be so negative. I'm trying to say, yeah. No. But maybe I just need, and this could be an internal solution. Maybe I just need to prepare myself to go solo every night. Every night. And this is no beef against Karen or Eric. Eric's been, like I said, Eric's been great so far. But it's no beef because I know, look, Philip was awesome. Philip was there every day. No matter, with some exceptions, he getting sick or the corona, we get it. But Philip was there every day. But I just got too much for him. Again, I don't pay. There's no pay being made here. Nobody's getting paid anything. This is all volunteer. So I get it. And I always tell everybody, life comes before the show. Life comes before the show. Life becomes everything. One thing I really wish that I could inject into Karen is a little bit better communication. Just a little bit of an injection. Just a little bit. That's all. That's all I can hope for. But it's maybe to the point where I need to just prepare myself as much as I can just to go solo for the rest of the continuation of the show. And you know what? The person I really need to go ahead and talk to is Matt Connerton. Now, Matt also, and the other person that can go a solo show for 2 hours or more is Scotty. I really need to talk to them, but the thing is, Scotty and Matt both have social media. They have the listeners and the followers and the content, the comments. Sabrina's been awesome today, by the way. Thank you, Sabrina, for being the only one that's commenting. But you've been, commenting throughout the show. And I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. But if I had a handful of people like Sabrina, it would probably make it a little bit easier. And even Scotty does. He tries to do a show without Holly sometimes if Holly's not feeling well. And even with all the comments and the calls that he gets, sometimes he can't do the whole 2.5 hours that he's scheduled to do. So it's tough. It really is. Sabrina's even saying, I'm not disappointed that there's no co-host tonight. You can hold your... I wish I felt that way, Sabrina. I wish I did. But yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and play some songs. And if I do come back, it will be with Alyssa. If I don't come back, you'll hear a best of for an hour. I'm going to try to cue it up as close as I can to the top of the hour. And, yeah. Yeah, I know. Scotty listen, it was a long time ago. But you're right. Yeah, he did start with a few and grew to many. But the thing is, Scotty was also more running a local station that he had his hands on. I'm trying to catch everybody from everywhere, from every city, and as much as I can. So, for all the affiliates, I promise you, if I am not back, I'm cutting off at 9 Eastern. There's not going to be a delay this time. I'm setting up an alarm because last time I did that, I think I fell asleep and it went to 9:20 and I got hell from everybody. So, not doing that again. Not doing that, I promise you. So, let me go ahead and cut into a break. We'll go ahead and step away. Got a couple of songs for you. We got Violet Hour and Meckel. Again, I don't know if I'm coming back. You know what? I'll be back. One way or the other, I'll either say I'm stepping out or we'll continue the show. Either way, we got 3 minutes of Violet Hour, 3:45 for Meckel. I got a 2-minute clip. So give me about 9 minutes. We'll have an answer. Don't go anywhere, though. We'll be right back.
We cough on the competition. This is the Charles Richardson Show.
Headed to the lake to meet the
have to call me your friend.
If you had to go to the bathroom, oh dear Lord. Shut the door, lock it, turn the faucets on, turn the shower on, because God forbid they knew you were going poop. 21 years later, that bathroom door's wide open. You're screaming, bring the camera! It's alive! Still won't shut the door and she's going pee. That just bugs the hell out of me. I've seen her naked. I've seen her give birth to my 2 kids, but she will not shut that bathroom door. I'm like, baby, please shut the bathroom door. And she goes, why does it bother you? And I go, you want to know why? Because you look so helpless. Guys, we're peeing. We're hanging on to something. We're doing something. You women go pee. It looks like you're waiting on a bus. It's just... Get a Game Boy or something, man. See, and there's another difference. Woman walks in the bathroom on a man. If he's standing up, she knows what he's doing. If he's sitting down, she knows what he's doing. Fella walks in the bathroom on a woman, she's sitting down. We don't know what you're doing. And you don't want to walk into that invisible wall, do you, fellas? Yeah. You know, like, hey, baby, my mouth's watering a little bit. I'll be all right. Hang on. Hell, first year of our marriage, I didn't think my wife pooped. 21 21 years later, buddy, she learned how. Fellas, you remember that first year of marriage when your new bride was do laundry for the first time and you freaked out because you thought you might have dirty underwear, so you just threw them away? 21 years later, you just open to hear her scream, "Oh my God! Did you hit a deer?" That is my favorite joke. Only because I don't care what city I'm in. I do that joke, I see some woman do this.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter. Search The Charles Richardson Show.
All right, everybody, and welcome back. Make sure you visit us on rawtalkonlineradio.com. Yes, we are proud supporters of DJ Scotty and the Morning Mayhem on rawtalkonlineradio.com. So, for whatever reason, if the Just for Fun radio app is down, come on and visit us, rawtalkonlineradio.com. You'll hear the audio stream from the basement studio from DJ Scotty. But we also have some great other alternative programs. So if you're not looking to listen to music and you want to hear some entertaining talk radio, visit rawtalkonlineradio.com right after Scotty's show at 10 o'clock in the morning from 10 to 1. It's Steve Jarrett from Clearwater, Florida, Steve Jarrett Morning Show. Great music and great fun as well. The host of the Stupidity Network. If you want to know what that means, listen to his show. You'll see why. From 4 to 6 p.m., it's Matt Connerton Unleashed, live from New Hampshire. Political talk and calls and discussions. Make sure you go and tune in. That's 4 to 6, Monday through Friday. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 to 7, it's the Philip D. Blackman Show. Also conservative talk. Mental Health Mondays are done with Philip D. Blackman. So make sure on Monday, tune in for Mental Health Mondays. And of course, same days, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you can go ahead and tune in to our show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern for the Charles Richardson Show. And of course, on Sundays, Inside the Mothership with Alien Stone from 12 p.m. to 2. So we have a lot of entertaining. We also have some podcasts there to fill in the blanks. So listen, again, we're not in any way competition with Just for Fun. Trust me, we would never dare to do that. But if you're looking for an alternative, something for talk, with some talk radio in there, go ahead and tune in. Give us a shot. Go ahead and share it out too as well. With that being said, we are going to call it a night here on Facebook. So the people that are listening on the Just for Fun Radio Facebook, the Charles Richardson Show Facebook, and the Charles Richardson Show YouTube channel, we're going to go ahead and say sayonara for now. We'll be joining you back on Monday. Monday, come on back. 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. right here for another entertaining and hopefully not one-sided show. Hopefully Eric will be back, and we'll go ahead and try to entertain you as best we can. But in the meantime, let me get... I had it lined up, and then I didn't have it lined up. I don't know what the hell's going on. What the hell's going on? So here we go. So once again, folks, thank you again for allowing us to tune in, or for you to tune into our show. And I leave you with the remainder of our show on the 24th of July, 2 years ago. Take care, everybody.
Brothers and sisters, take a look around. automated answering service of your school. In order to assist you in connecting to the right staff member, please listen to all the options before making a selection. To lie about why your child is absent, press 1. To make excuses for why your child did not do his homework, press 2. To complain about what we do, press 3. To swear at staff members, press 4. To ask why you didn't get information that has already been enclosed in your newsletter and several flyers that have been mailed to you, press 5. If you want us to raise your child, press 6. If you want to reach out and touch, slap, or hit someone, press 7. To request another teacher for the 3rd time this year, press 8. To complain about bus transportation, press 9. To complain about school lunches, press 0. If you realize this is the real world and your child must be accountable and responsible for his or her own behavior, classwork, and homework, and that it's not the teacher's fault for your child's lack of effort, hang up and have a nice day. If you want this in another language, move to a country that speaks it. Thank you for your interest in public education.
We're back to the best show you have never heard of. That's the Charles Richardson Show.
If you need anything done, hauling trees, lawns, home remodel, or even clean-outs. That's what he puts on his cards, clean-outs? Oh, sorry.
Property clean-outs.
Oh, is that
like
what it is?
a tenant leaves a piece of property pretty much destroyed or leaves their belongings behind. We go in and clean them. Also, property foreclosures is another one.
Cool. Call David over at Hulk Hauling and Contracting, 941-204-1264. David will go ahead and make sure you get cleaned out all right. Doing all types of hauling trees and home remodels and everything like that. He's already done a couple of things for us. So Hulk Hauling and Contracting, call David, 941-204-1264. If you're anywhere in the Arcadia, what do you guys service, though? You guys service all over Florida?
Mainly Lee, Charlotte, so Southwest Florida.
Yeah.
Lee, Charlotte, DeSoto, and Sarasota. But he actually just got offered a bunch of accounts in Tampa.
Really?
Yeah. And
was that who you just went to get that new lawnmower and everything?
Yeah, and so they're wanting to hand over his accounts to him, and they said, we have rental properties. You can stay in one of them for a couple days till you get, while you're doing it, because it'll take 2 or 3 days to get all their accounts done.
Love it. Love it how he just travels around. Just go from state to state.
He goes, would you be willing to go that far? He goes, I have to. I have a family to provide for. Where the money's at.
What? Well, yeah, that too. Let's go to the memes. Show memes right over here. Let's get over. Now, this is the flamingo you were.
Yeah, that was
the flamingo mailbox, etc. We were talking about that with Tori saying that. Oh, if you have a flamingo, it means you're a swinger. Whatever. Today I tested positive for sick of this shit 20. There's no cure and I may or may not be contagious.
Yeah, at this point. I think we've all come down with that one.
Yeah, right. Kermit the Frog laying down almost dead. At first I thought I had COVID because I couldn't breathe. Then I unbuttoned my pants and it was all okay. Looking for a married woman recently cheated on, mad, scorned, willing to sell her husband's fishing gear and or guns dirt cheap.
And they do
I
that.
think that's probably,
they do that.
Exactly, the hauling. There you go. Antifa is now challenging the Hell's Angels. This is going to be like Sons of Anarchy versus the Teletubbies. What the fuck is that?
You don't know the Teletubbies?
I don't know. Well, I know the Teletubbies, not Sons of Anarchy.
Oh, it's a
motorcycle.
Oh, okay.
Almost like reality show or something, right?
Gotcha.
Or was it a series?
Gotcha. Redoing the deck. Oh, this one here. This one here is.
I thought it was a. Anyway.
This one over here is a skeleton right underneath the foundation. Redoing the deck. So I went to Party City and purchased a skeleton. Now in 20 years, when the new homeowner needs to redo the deck.
Oh God.
That's so mean. And
I crap myself. I know I didn't have a lot. It's because I had so many Wednesday.
Yeah.
I think I sent you one or two, but not.
I had a couple that are on my page, which, by the way, if you want to go on the Facebook page, read about what we're going to be talking about. Go at facebook.com/The Charles Richardson Show. And, I had put a couple of them on there. This one here, did you know if you press on the gas and brake pedals at the same time, your car takes a screenshot?
I like that one.
Yeah. This one here, a conversation between me and a friend. I wasn't even that drunk. The friend says, you threw a mushroom at a midget and said, grow, Mario, grow.
See, now those are the kind of drunk friends you need.
That's the friends we need, absolutely. Absolutely. Husbands are the best people to share secrets with. They'll never tell anyone because they aren't even listening. I'm not laughing. This one's a Betty White quote. Why do people say grow some balls? Balls are weak and sensitive. If you want to be tough, grow a vagina. Those things can take a pounding. Speaking of taking a pounding, there is a woman who got arrested and shot her boyfriend because he refused to argue with her. How dare you? You need to argue with me, motherfucker. I'm going to shoot your ass. This is from a Louisiana woman who's 29 who shot her boyfriend because he refused to argue with her. He's in critical condition right now. Police are searching for a woman who allegedly shot her boyfriend and left him in critical condition when he refused to argue with her in Louisiana. The warrant's been issued for Janisha Lawrence.
Does it say what the argument was about?
I really hope so. I want to know what arguments to avoid with you or get in with you. So I'm
never going to shoot you.
Oh, well, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
I don't own a gun, nor have I ever even touched a gun, nor will I.
Officers from the Shreveport Police Department said they were called to the home about reports of a shooting, and when they arrived, they found a 34-year-old man on the sidewalk suffering from a gunshot wound to the body. He was taken to Ochsner's LSU Health Shreveport with life-threatening injuries, and he's still listed as critical condition. Investigators arrived to the scene following interviews with witnesses, said Lawrence shot the victim following an interaction in which the man refused to argue with her. Police say Lawrence was the man's estranged girlfriend. She fled the scene, blah, blah, blah. $150,000 bond. That's pretty tight for shooting somebody who refuses. I really
want to know what the argument was about.
It doesn't say. 7:30 in the morning. May have been 7:30 in the morning. Maybe it's like he didn't want to go get Starbucks or something.
Could be.
I'm not going to get you coffee.
I'm not going to argue with you anymore.
Yeah.
Wow.
I try my best to do that with you, but you keep coming.
Oh, it pisses me off.
I try. It's like I don't want to argue. I'm done. I don't want to talk.
David just sits quiet, and then I just want to punch him in the face.
He rolls over and says, "I'm tired. I want to go to sleep."
I'm going to bed. And now I'm afraid if I go ahead and roll over, you're going to shoot me in the back.
I don't have
a gun. He's not going to shoot you. You might have to worry about a knife.
Not that I know of. Yeah, maybe a knife in the back.
Scissors. Speaking of murder, though, he's not dead yet, but down Kings Highway, did you see all the crime tape there by the assisted living facility?
No, what's happening over there?
Found a lady's dead body.
What, Corona?
Well, it probably will be listed at that, but right now it's still under investigation.
So foul play was involved there.
They're thinking so.
She wasn't wearing her mask?
Oh, you know what? The corpse did not have a mask on.
There you go. That's it. That's what happened. See what happens?
I wonder if it's the girl missing from Lee County.
I don't know.
But yeah, it's all taped off still.
In other cop news, a wanted man tells police to come get me while dancing on TikTok. Apparently, TikTok is the place to go for all sorts of odd videos. And this one's no different. So bold as William Reeves Duraga. Recent upload. Upon realizing that he was wanted by the LaGrange Police Department, the 21-year-old went ahead and uploaded a video to TikTok. In the video, he can be seen dancing in front of a shot of the LaGrange PD Facebook post requesting details on his whereabouts. The video captioned with a taunting phrase, "Come get me, bitch." That's not very nice. According to the Facebook post from LaGrange PD, he's wanted in reference to the ongoing investigation with the Georgia Bureau of Investigation's West Metro Drug Office. Wow, that's a name.
That's lengthy.
That's very lengthy.
Why wasn't it given abbreviations?
I don't know. It's Georgia. We don't know that. It's so nasty and full of coronavirus, he said in a message on TikTok. I don't know what it was, but... So anyway, regardless of the long story short, apparently he was caught not too far after making that video. It's stupid. It really is. It's like, listen, you're
wanted. All that's traceable.
Isn't there that, what is it, World's Dumbest Criminals on, like, VH1 or whatever?
That's a good show.
Yeah, well, no, Dumbest Criminals. That was on, shit, what was that? I know, Danny Bonaducci, Tanya Harding was on it.
It's VH1.
No, it was not VH1. VH1 is not, that's too high for VH1. It was something else. It was TLC or something. True TV, that was it.
I don't remember. I just remember watching a couple episodes
of it. It's the World's Dumbest Criminals. And this one definitely could have been there.
It's hilarious to watch the things that these people do.
It's really
stupid. They're going to get away with it.
Yeah.
It's really stupid. It's like watching cops. You're seeing this person scatter away or drive away, thinking they're going to get the clear. They're going to get you.
Or they get, like, stuck in a ceiling tile or something.
We had one in Boardman, Ohio, that they climbed on top of the building. It was a restaurant. Yeah. Climbed on top of the building because they didn't want to set the alarms off on the doors. So they climb up on top, go down from the roof on this rope. Apparently didn't go all the way down, or they couldn't climb at one. Mm-hmm. Anyway, get trapped inside. They don't want to sound the alarms on the doors because then the cops will come. Instead, they chose to just go to the telephone and call 911 and tell them that they were trapped inside.
That's like, it wasn't that like that one story we did like a couple of years ago when somebody called in saying, I got too much weed or something, or I didn't get my weed. And calling 911, like that's... See, that's the one good thing about living in America is there's never a shortage.
Someone stole his weed, I think.
Somebody stole his weed. That's the one good thing. There's never a shortage of assholes and morons.
And it's usually somebody in Florida.
I was going to say, it's usually in Florida.
It's usually in Florida,
This was in Georgia, so it's not far away.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Not too far away at all.
Did they catch him in Georgia?
I don't know. I guess so. See, that's the bad part. It's like he didn't have the brains to go ahead and actually run far away. Like, listen, if you're wanted in that county, why don't you go away from the county?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Just be quiet about it. Don't dance in front of TikTok.
Here I am.
Idiots.
They came and got him. They did.
So coming to Orlando, a new type of cinema is opening up. It's a floating cinema. Now, I'm over here thinking, it's like Orlando's in Central Florida. Where are they going to put it? In a lake?
Well, yeah, there's a lot of lakes around there.
There is. But I'm over here thinking, it's like, how are they going to make this? Number one, how are they going to enforce the rules for social distancing?
And how are you going to stay still?
Yeah.
Unless they anchor you.
That's the only thing I'm thinking. The new floating cinema is coming to Central Florida, but it's only limited from September 9th to the 13th. Organizers say of the event that it's a fun activity that will allow visitors to practice social distancing. The floating cinema will be made up to 12 to 14 mini boats, with each boat holding up to 8 people. You would have to purchase the whole boat to ensure that groups will be seated with friends and family only. Like I said, it has to be like,
so you
have to be anchored here.
There has to be.
It has to be.
In the picture, that's how it looks.
It looks really cool, though, the way they have it all
pictured out. Depends on what they're playing.
Right, well.
Yeah.
If it's Jaws, I'm not going.
Me either.
Forget it.
Because they do that on Peace River, and David tried to talk me into it. I'm like, there's no way.
Jaws, Lake Placid, and there's one more that's out there that I will not see on the water, because I'll be looking around, especially at nighttime.
Yes.
Where the hell is it coming?
One little minnow jumps up out of the water, and I'm 3 foot in the air screaming. I would not be the candidate for that.
What was that one it's a recent one where the chick gets her leg eaten by a shark. It was based on a true story.
It gets a leg eaten by a shark?
Yes.
I know there was one that got her arm.
Yeah.
Maybe it was
I don't know which one.
She became a surfer.
Number one, if it's based on a true story.
She was a surfer to begin with, and then she got attacked by a shark, but she went back and still was professionally surfing.
I can't remember the name of it.
If it was based on a true story, it probably sucked.
Yeah.
That's probably
it was a decent movie. It wasn't too bad.
Not decent enough to remember the title.
The mom in it was the one.
Sharknado. There you go. Watch that one.
Well, we remember that just because of all the publicity that's going on. Sharknado is a sucky ass movie.
Anything to do with the water and I'm not sitting in the water to watch it. Just like I wouldn't sit in the woods to watch something like Jason.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh shoot, I can't think of it.
I know all the names of these movies.
Sparks are flying in your brain right now.
Like any of the disaster movies where there's like a tsunami or anything like that.
Yes, there's another one. Because you'd automatically, I know, your brain would have you feeling those waves and those ripples like, oh my God, what's going on?
You're going to make that a 3D movie too? It's like Deep Impact is one of them.
Yeah.
So you're going to make that 3D movie where all of a sudden the meteor hits and then all of a sudden waves come and start rippling the boats.
Oh my God. I'm a freak. You'd have people walking on water.
Tickets will be required to purchase the boat. Friends, movies are made to a mix of golden oldies and new releases, but will be announced when tickets go on sale. There'll be free popcorn for everybody attending, and other movie snacks and drinks will be available for purchase before you sail. Yeah, that's. I guess that's the only thing I can think of. It's like it's going to be anchored. It has to be. Yeah.
What if you have to go to the bathroom?
Oh, I just whip it out and just start peeing in the water. Yeah, that's a good point. What do you have to go to the bathroom?
Like, there's no way to go back and forth.
There's going to be a way to get out there. I'm sure there's going to be a way to get back.
I know,
but there's a motor on the boat or something.
You're not going to be. Can you imagine that disturbing everybody's movie though?
Yeah. It's like, well, okay, I gotta go to the bathroom.
And there's gonna be that one person that goes every 5 times because they got 6 kids with them.
I don't know how
it could be like a pedal boat or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But pedal boats still gonna move though. Pedal boats don't have anchors, do they?
Noise.
Yeah, but it wouldn't make noise.
You could have an anchor if you wanted it to have an anchor.
I don't know.
Any boat could have an anchor if you put one on it.
True.
Yeah, it's true. Hey, what the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ.
The first time I heard that, I thought it was the dog. The dog.
It's not the dog.
It's not the dog. The dog is
Are you kids pretending to be dogs out there?
It's Davey.
Jesus Christ. He's a screamer, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to go there. Everybody remember the St. Louis couple that actually were holding their guns to the people marching across their... Well, actually not. It was beside their lawn. Well, they're actually facing felony charges. They got charged.
That's bullshit.
Okay. Listen,
go ahead.
I got mixed reviews on this one. You're not supposed to be pointing a rifle if your property is not invaded. According to this, they were on the side marching past their property. They never laid foot on the property. So why are they pointing guns at innocent people that are not doing anything wrong? Number one. So answer that.
Okay. I do know that you're not supposed to display a gun in certain states, but
what about Missouri?
Why are the rioters openly carrying and pointing their guns and no one's arrested there?
I'm asking about this one.
I know. I'm saying I don't think it's...
This one has been,
really pushed.
Just like any other outlet or news media outlet, it's basically going to show what was captured on video. This one was captured on video.
Yep.
And this shows that, well, this one guy is ready to go and shoot the hell out of, like, a whole army. And the lady's got, like, a handgun. It's like, well, I'm going to back him up in case he needs more ammunition.
Yeah.
So it's like, again, you're pointing a gun at these people. Now, I originally thought there were people threatening to go on his property and thinking, oh, yeah, all for it. You got to, protect your land. But not
verbally threatening, but I guess never stepped foot on their property.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't, number one, I don't have any guns. So obviously I wouldn't be able to do anything like that. But I would definitely show some type of stance on it. But again, these people were verbally threatened because they're out there with a gun. They're out there with a gun, so of course they're going to get threatened. They're shown as being the aggressors. These people are just marching by peacefully, mind you.
How's it peacefully when they broke the gates down to get in there? This was a gated community.
They broke the gates down to their property?
Their properties inside the gated community. They broke the gates down. So if, let's just say that you're alerted by whatever means that they have broke the gates down and they're charging in here in droves, that's not going to put every homeowner on high alert. It would me. And we do have guns, and I would have my gun. So I I don't know. I stand with them, but it's my understanding the felony charge is not pointing the gun, isn't it? Over the one, the gun he had was one that was not allowed in the state.
According to the attorney, it is illegal to wave weapons in a threatening manner at those participating in non-violent protest. And while we are fortunate the situation did not escalate to a deadly one, this type of conduct is unacceptable in the city of St. Louis. So whatever rules they have there in that county, or that city for that matter, that's what they're being brought up on charges. Again, listen, until they go ahead and set foot on my property, that's when I would go ahead and start taking on a little bit of force.
Right. I agree. JJ said he would do the same thing.
Yeah. Gates are expensive. Yeah, so those guns, it looks like.
And they kept telling them, you can hear
assault rifles on there. Yeah, they're not cheap.
You could hear on the video, they were telling them, go ahead and shoot, call the police, call 911. What are you going to do? They were egging it.
They were egging it because they're over there showing it. If they did not come out, there would not be any egging going on. I'm just saying, it works both ways. Listen, stay in your house. That's the safest place. But if they're out there gardening or anything like that, I just like, okay, well, there's some protesters going by. I'm gardening.
I think less of these riots would have happened if more people would have stood up. That's what I think.
The riots take place because assholes will be assholes.
I agree.
Not all of these protesters are assholes.
No, I said rioting. I didn't say protesters, because there's plenty of peaceful protesters.
But a lot of these rioters came from protests. A lot of them did. Don't tell me no.
See,
you know that.
I believe that we have our protesters, and then we have a mix of organized people paid to mix themselves in and get everything flared up.
Yeah.
That's what I think. And so when it turns into that, then it's our job, our right, in my opinion, to stand up against them instead of us cowering down like some of these governors have had our police department just stand there and take shit from people, not arrest them. They deserve to be arrested.
So Missouri's Attorney General Eric Schmidt is actually seeking to get the charges waived against the McCloskeys. He says dismissed under the state's Castle Doctrine, which permits residents to use force to protect their property. Well, what do we hold this as? Is this protecting, or is this like, come on, maybe they're egging the protesters on, like, here, I dare you to enter my property, see what happens?
No, I don't think so.
They didn't actually fire their weapons. They didn't. So,
and they didn't say, come on my property. They said, stay off my property. This is private property.
That sounds like they're protecting their property, and that it should be.
Now, if they were making threats like you said, you know, step foot on my property, I'll shoot you, then absolutely. I mean, they obviously had other different motives. Number one, they didn't just have an average house to protect. That's been in the family for generations.
This seems like
multi-million-dollar home.
This seems like something that some of the slaves may have built. Let's put it that way.
Well, and the people protesting probably felt so too.
Yeah,
who knows?
Break it down, burn it down.
I just think the whole situation all around is sad. And I feel like this whole thing has made a twist, and I feel like the citizens are almost being given the image that we are the ones that have to back down. We are the ones that have to give in, and we are the ones with less rights. But they can go and do as they want and riot and damage, vandalize, and hurt people, even to murdering. And there's nothing going to uphold them to the law.
Yeah. Well, that's what's going on with that couple. I was kind of wondering if they were ever going to go ahead and get charged. I mean, it took them a long time. I mean, this thing's only been out there for, what, 3 or 4 weeks? They got a lot of money.
I think it'll end up getting dropped eventually.
Yeah. We'll see. 813-699-5353. According to Yelp, searches for black-owned businesses jumped 7,000%.
What dropped 7,000?
Black-owned businesses jumped from 7,000%. People looking for black-owned businesses.
That's
black-owned businesses. Black.
That blackout date that they had.
Yeah, right. From the 25th of May to July 10th, there were more than 2.5 million searches for black-owned businesses on Yelp compared to about 35,000 over the same time period last year. Over 7,000% increase. The news comes in face of the coronavirus pandemic, which shuttered thousands of small businesses across the country, and also affected minority-owned businesses and hit black-owned businesses especially hard. And, of course, since the racial justice protest for the demand for black products has trickled into the book market, with black authors dominating the New York Times bestsellers list. The list includes books on racism and privilege. And I mean, we had to expect this, right? You know, we got the Black Lives Matter posted on everything sporting.
Not gonna lie, if I see it in their advertisement for their business, or I see hashtag support black businesses, nope, I won't. Now, if you're a black owner,
right,
be proud. I don't care what color you are. Be proud if you're a business owner. Don't sit there. I'm not going to sit there and put on my business owned by a white person or a white owner. Why put that on there? Who cares? Your character and your integrity on its own should be all that matters. So if you're going to push it out there and you're going to fill in and be part of the agenda, I'm not supporting it.
And you were mentioning during the break, it's like, you know, all this is bullshit. You know, it's like, it doesn't, everybody, the African American community is holding whites accountable for what happened centuries ago.
There was a guy.
Really?
There was a guy on the news this morning, and an African American, and he was a Trump supporter, but he asked another African American who was fighting with the group, and he said, how can you support someone? He goes, think of all the slaves. He said, I've never been on a plantation. Have you been on a plantation?
Does it matter?
Well, it does, because that's the whole point of this.
I never been to Dolly World.
But this is what I was trying to say. His point was he's trying to make people, today's generation, pay for what his ancestors generations ago, which he probably doesn't even know his ancestry in the first place, but pay for it now. No. And in all honesty, all I've seen is regression. I've seen the progress that we had made up to this point, in which, it wasn't 100% perfect, but there was progress made, to now we're sliding backwards.
And I agree. It's like, just, where does it end? Where does it? Because
November 4th.
Really?
I'm
you
sorry.
really think that ends that
way? I really do.
It's not going to end that way.
I personally, I will make you a $20 bet.
Really?
Are we allowed to handshake? Here, we'll shake in the air.
Yeah, we'll shake in the air.
Okay, I will make you a $20 bet. November 4th, you will see every bit. You will see coronavirus start dissipating. You will start seeing the rioting and the protesting dipping down. You'll hear less and less about the whole racism. I'm telling you, it's going to start dissipating.
By all means. Well, I hope so. I hope it.
I do too. I can't wait. I'm counting down.
So,
November 4th.
You're saying Trump will be elected or not elected?
I think he'll be elected.
So what difference is that going to make?
In all honesty, if the Democrats get in, you might as well just get comfortable with the way it is right now.
So you think November 4th, we're going to go maskless, we're going to go back to full stadiums with football, we're going to go back to everything back to normal?
I'm not saying November 5th it's going to be, but you're going to definitely start seeing a transition into it.
I don't buy it. I don't care who gets elected. I think this is the way it's going to be.
I'm telling you.
This is the way it's going to be until some miraculous, on November 5th, they have a vaccine for this, or they have some type of cure for this, which is not going to be.
You're crazy if you get it, but they've got one.
Well, why are we crazy if we get it?
It's DNA altering. The only person that's going to alter my DNA is God.
Yeah.
He created this way and it's staying this way. Ain't no government going to change it.
No.
I'm sorry. It's not happening.
So what about all the other vaccines, though? You're against those too? I mean, I have questions.
I have a lot of questions about them, and only because I personally have been through some bad experiences with them with my own children. But all these that don't have studies, or even like the flu vaccine, for instance, they want to push that, and they're trying to get it so that it's mandatory. They are. Thank God it's not mandatory yet.
I'm never taking that shit.
I do question
number
vaccines.
One, I think a lot of these vaccines cause autism. So if you want your kids,
cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, I think but listen, there's there's got to be some way to stop this whole coronavirus. There has to be a way to stop it. So what do you do?
Let me ask you a question, and I know we haven't actually talked about the coronavirus in a long time, but I know you've seen me doing the research and stuff. I've been doing a lot of studying. I didn't know that they banned autopsies on COVID patients that died. I did not know that. And so it makes me
There's too many of them, I guess.
But it makes me suspicious as to why. You're trying to understand how a virus is affecting the body and killing it, yet you are going to ban the world from performing autopsies. Italy ended up in trouble because they did perform 33 autopsies. Come to find out, it actually clots the blood from inflammation because it restricts and dilates restricts the vessels. Right. So people start throwing clots left and right. Now, what are they telling us here in America? Do not take an anti-inflammatory, because an anti-inflammatory will actually hinder you. Yet Italy finds this out through autopsies, finds out it's not a virus, it's a bacteria, and gives antibiotics out and aspirin to hospitalized patients, released 10,000 patients in a 24-hour period because they literally did a 360.
So you really think this whole thing is a political cover-up? Is that what you're saying? Is that this is all political?
The lack of information and misguidance.
Well, duh, you're over here
politically motivated.
So you got Trump basically, pulling funding out of the WHO.
Who told us what in the beginning?
What?
That it was nothing to worry about.
It is no, it is something to worry about. But who didn't say that?
I didn't say who did. I said Trump did.
Yeah, and he's the one that's silencing everybody that says otherwise.
No, that's not.
Fauci was arguing with him, and have you heard Fauci? Except for the last one, for the
Fauci's about to come up on charges, y'all. Just wait on.
Bullshit. Bullshit.
And this is taxpayer money. It's $3.7 million under the Obama administration that he was not allowed to take in the first place, and gave it to Wuhan Institute to study this particular virus and what its effects would be on the masses. Okay, so all that's finally coming out.
Wait a minute. Wasn't Trump that went ahead and actually pulled funding for stuff like that?
No, Trump pulled funding from the World Health Organization because they misguided us. And why would you give $32 billion a year to an organization that is lying to you? They're not. Bill Gates is the biggest donor to the World Health Organization. Why? Why would a computer guru be the largest donor to the World Health Organization? What interest would he have?
That, beyond me. All I know is this virus isn't fake.
Oh, no, I don't think the virus is fake.
There's easy ways to catch it. So whether it's political or not, how do we beat it? Who cares who's running the fucking U.S.? How do we beat this? How do we get back to normal lives? How do we get back to going out in public without a fucking mask? How do we beat it? You don't know, do you? Trump doesn't know. Nobody knows.
Well, I don't know that nobody knows. I just think that first they knew how it was passed along person to person. Then they didn't know how it was passed to person. First it's bad on surfaces. Then it's not bad on surfaces. And answer me. This is the one thing on masks that confuses me too. Masks are the answer. That's what everybody wants to say, is that masks are the answer to slowing it down.
We went ahead and discussed this as well, because at first they said, doesn't matter if you wear a mask. Yep. Now it's like mask help. So yes, there has been flip-flopping. I get it.
But our county, who absolutely refuses to mandate masks, we still have the lowest number than our surrounding counties. We're not climbing. Y'all are masked up, and you're still climbing.
I honestly think the whole reason why it's climbing, and there's also been reports too, whether it be fake news or not, reports too that some of these tests have been corrupted. Yeah. There's tests that are coming back positive for people that are dead.
And you think that's not on purpose? I think it's on purpose.
I don't look too much into the numbers, really, because I'm like, okay, 15,000 people have tested positive here in the state. Well, how much ramped up is the testing? The testing's testing hundreds of thousands of people. It's still in that 9 percentile range for people that have tested versus the people that are getting positive.
And you know what? I don't care if they actually mandated and every single person in the United States had to have a test, and we came out with that many of them. To me, it doesn't matter when you have a recovery rate as high as the recovery rate of this is.
Yeah.
And there was no reason for us to be scared. There was no reason for us to shut down. I don't think it would have made a damn bit of difference if we would have shut down.
It's just how easily this virus spreads.
What? As easy as the flu?
The flu's not that
Let me tell you something. The flu sits in the body for 10 days.
I've been around people with the flu. They've coughed on me. I don't get it.
You actually have a better immune system than you think you do. You sniffle and you get scared. But if you take, so everybody's scared to send their kids to school. You take one kid.
I'm over here and I have like a palpitation. I think I'm dying. So stop it, all right?
You take one kid in a classroom of 15 that isn't even showing symptoms of the flu. I guarantee you by the end of the day, 8 of those kids walk home carrying the flu home.
Oh, we had, when I was working in daycare, I will never forget this day. It was a Friday. It was like right before a holiday. I don't remember exactly what holiday it was, but it was right before a holiday. So we were doing movies. It was like a really chill, just like relaxed day.
Right.
And started with one kid vomiting. By the end of the day, we had about 8.
That's pretty fast.
It does. It's a domino effect.
I mean, it was just...
Schools have had to shut down.
First thing in the morning, one kid threw up, and then it was just... Then another kid would go, oh, my stomach hurts. Boom. Another one, and we're like...
They're dropping like flies. They're dropping like flies.
They do. It goes that fast. And then next thing you know, your staff members are all have it too. And then you've taken it home.
And there was another time where this was at a different center, but there was so many teachers had caught whatever this stomach bug was. I don't know if it was the flu or what it was, but so many of them had caught it that we almost had to close because there was nobody to come in.
Yeah, I know. I lived in Cape Coral, and they had to close their schools down because of the flu one year. So my point is, we never shut down from those. We never shut down when other diseases came through. But yeah, here we are in an election year, and we have to destroy our economy. And what's her name? That Latino congresswoman. She uses initials for her name because I can't, Cortez or whatever her name is. She actually tweeted, and then she removed the tweet, that she urged governors to please do all you can to keep things shut down because if the economy recovers before election, Trump wins. She tweeted that.
She tweeted that, really?
Yes. And I mean...
Listen, I'm all for Trump losing, but...
I know you are.
I don't know. I just think that... I just think Biden's the lesser of the evil. I think they both suck. But it's like, I'll vote for Kanye. I'll vote for Kanye.
There you go.
I don't care.
That is an option. Just vote for Kanye and hope for the best.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah, but then what if a lot of people think that way and then he wins?
Kanye.
And then you're really screwed.
Oh, man.
Honestly, I think if they saw the numbers start getting to... Well, you can't control on election day.
Biden's in the lead on most of the polls.
OAC, yeah, that's her abbreviations.
Oh, AOC?
Yeah, they're going to...
AOC,
go,
hey, you know me. AOC, you know me.
I agree, JJ. I'm trying to read his comments as we're talking.
There we go.
Yes.
I think the country's over regardless, JJ. I'll be honest with you. The country's over.
Yeah,
it's so fucking over. We're so divided now.
Why is he sniffing children?
Who's sniffing children?
Biden. Have you seen the videos? They've gone through all of his political career and everything, and he either pets their faces or he's sniffing their hair.
I think he's making sure that his senses are still working. I think that's what's happening. I don't know.
Maybe they're not.
I think
can't even remember what town he's in.
We need to have a president-less government. Just let the people run it.
Because that's working so well in our states and Chop and Chaz.
I don't fucking care. Just let it happen, because that's more entertaining anyway. I mean, if we're gonna go down,
we would have some stories.
If we're gonna go down, we might as well just let everybody just run it. Everybody in America just run it. It would be like a freaking episode of American Idol. Oh, which president we gonna vote in today? I don't fucking care. We got 6 minutes. Do we have any good news? No good news. You were sitting there and people are commenting you like you're falling asleep. And
who was commenting about you falling asleep?
Everybody.
Anarchy. That's
you're
exactly
falling asleep. It's like somebody wake up the nurse. Jesus Christ.
No, I'm trying to think. Did I hear good news this week?
I don't know.
Anything interesting? Oh, I did. I actually did. And this is a local story.
Wait a minute. Do you want me to go ahead and get the music on for you?
No, that's Alyssa's music. This is just
screw it.
It's not a very long story.
All right, here we go.
So a cop pulls over a lady and her friend. She happens to be Hispanic. Her friend is black, and for some reason they found need to tell that in the report. So her lights are out, and she told the officer again. She goes, "I just had the shop fix those last week," and she's a single mom, and she said to redo the whole electrical. They told her they were going to charge $600. She doesn't have it. The officer right there in the street, instead of giving her a ticket, actually took the time to check all the fuses, check the wiring in the trunk, and actually redid her wiring up underneath her dash, right there on the side of the road. Wow! So I thought that was pretty awesome.
That's not bad, actually.
No.
Listen, pedestrian coming in. There you go. That's not bad at all. I wish somebody would go ahead. I wish somebody, when I was pulled over with a flat tire on a highway, I wish somebody would have pulled over and said, "Hey, I'll help you with the flat tire." See me struggling, sweating.
If we see somebody pull over on the side of the road, we stop just about every time.
I was stuck in the pouring rain for over an hour waiting for AAA because I had a flat tire one time.
And nobody stops. Now, Alabama, I will tell you, there is that southern difference. Because in Alabama, you wouldn't be there pulled over. You'd be barely pulled over and turning your hazards on. Someone's right there.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all need some help? Is there anything I can do to help you?
See, why isn't it down here? Because everybody's assholes down here. Yeah. Everybody sucks.
They are.
I wonder how it is up there in New England. Back where my home state is. I wonder if I was stuck up there, I wonder if I'd get the same type of treatment.
I wonder.
You don't hear about that, though. You do hear about the southern, just the hospitality down here.
Now, I will say, I know I make fun of Arcadia a lot, but I will tell you, you do get a lot of that in Arcadia.
Yeah.
Because it is more of the country folk and stuff like that.
Mexicans. They're used to going ahead and doing all those.
They're afraid to stop.
Really?
Well, they don't know who you work for.
Well, that's true, too. I guess if they get a paycheck, right?
Well, if you say ice, they just scatter.
Yeah, God. I'd be scared to be stopped in Arcadia. That's dangerous.
Let me tell you something. You don't get one cop. You don't get 3 cops. You get the whole squad. What? I kid you, because I think they're so bored that there's nothing for them to do. David had a spark plug blow out of his motor one time. So the sucker it still runs, but it's loud. I mean, ridiculously loud. And
he gets pulled over for having a racing car.
They had, I mean, full SWAT gear and everything, had us completely surrounded, told the kids, they're in car seats, told the kids, do not move.
They can't move.
Still, I'm like, their heads, I mean, they can move their heads and their arms. What? Really? And
that's what I'm talking about. If I go ahead and break down there, I'm going to get the SWAT team on me.
You will.
I'm not, you know what? I'm brave to take 17 going to Disney. Because I don't know what's happening.
Speed limit.
I'm just, I've gotten pulled over more times on 17 than I have anywhere else in Tampa.
They will pull their mother over. I'm just telling you that right now. They don't care if you're family. They will pull you over. It's ridiculous. They don't care.
No, apparently they don't.
No.
But I tell you, I watch my speed. I'm cruising most of the time because it's like 60. There's like wide open gaps where it's 60, 65. I'm cruising. As soon as I see another speed limit that's going down, I hit the brakes and I make sure I'm under that. I'm not going to take my chances slowing down. No, I'm going to hit the brake, get to that
and
speed.
And there's never dummy cars in Arcadia. Never.
I know.
Never.
There's so many dummy cars over here in Charlotte.
I know. Nobody cares. They just keep going.
Yeah, nobody cares. Everybody knows it's dummies.
The ones in the car.
They all park in the same spot all the time. It's always right over there by Walmart on Kings Highway. Mm-hmm. And then there's a couple other ones. They're always in the same place.
Yep. And they don't move. Like, they should at least alter it.
Well, yeah, it sits there
I'm over here thinking, listen, have
3-4 days.
Keep the car running, lock the doors, and put on the lights. So that way, because you know there's going to be somebody in the car if there's lights on.
Well, they used to even put actual dummies sitting in the driver's seat. They don't even bother with that now.
Somebody just said that idea is stupid. So, all right. That's it, everybody. We're out of here. Have a great weekend and stay safe out there. Thanks for everybody that chimed in. And Josh Biakling, you're a douche. Thank you. Have a good day.
See the light. Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently.